In this lab, we're going to be configuring Eclipse for deploying and debugging applications on IBM Cloud. After you complete this lab, you should understand how to install and configure key tools to help you work with the Eclipse IDE. These include Postman, WebSphere Application Server Liberty Eclipse plugin, and the IBM Bluemix Eclipse plugin. You should also understand how to run an application on WAS Liberty Server. There are some prerequisites for this lab. You need to have Eclipse Mars installed, also Java JDK 1.7 or higher, and you need to have an instance of Chrome installed. We'll be using Chrome browser for this lab. I will not be showing the slides throughout the lab, but I will be mentioning the slide and sometimes the steps that I am on so that you can follow along in the slides. Alright, next we're going to install Postman. Postman helps you build, test, and document APIs faster. And in this lab, we're going to use Postman to test our REST APIs. I have Chrome open. I already have that link saved. You will click on the link and it will take you here. As you can see, Postman is the first item at the top. Go ahead and click Add to Chrome, Add App. All right, as you can see over here, Postman is now installed. Now, Chrome App Launcher is down here in your taskbar. If I click this here, I will now see there's a Postman there. There's also one up here in my Chrome. There's an apps up here as well. So go ahead and click Postman to open Postman up. Click Go to App, and now you have Postman running. All right, I'm now on slide 5. Next, we're going to install the WAS Liberty Eclipse plugin. WAS Liberty Profile provides a full Java EE7 server runtime environment, but not only does it include a lightweight server and the Java runtime environment, it includes a monitoring and analytics service as well. So you can install Liberty Eclipse plugin in two ways. One, from the Eclipse Marketplace. You do that right out of Eclipse itself in the IDE. And two, by dragging and dropping it into Eclipse from the download site. We're going to drag and drop from the download site. We're now on slide 6, and on slide 6, step 1, you will see the URL that we're going to go to. I've already got mine up here. And what you're going to see is you're going to see this install button right here. Over here I have Eclipse. I'm just going to take the install button and drag it over to Eclipse. Click Confirm. Now you're going to click Accept for the terms and licenses if you agree to them, and click Finish. Okay, now mine's finished and it's ready for restart, so it's asking me if I should restart Eclipse. Just click Yes. I'm now on slide 8, and we're going to configure the WAS Liberty server. Go ahead and close the welcome screen. Now in Eclipse, you're going to select Window, Show View, and we're going to select Servers. Now if you don't see Servers, it's going to be an Other. There's Servers right there, and I'm going to say OK. Now right click in the Servers window and select New Server. When the dialog comes up, open the IBM folder if it's not already opened, and select the WAS Liberty server. Now click Next. We're going to choose Install from Archive and make sure we're using the default JRE. Click Next. Next, we're going to select the destination folder for this downloaded server. So pick the location you want it to be in. Mine's already selected. And also, instead of clicking Install New Runtime, click Download and Install, and we're going to select the version 8.5.5.7 with the full JEE7 platform. So select that and click Next. Don't need to worry about this at this time, so go ahead and click Next. If you agree to the terms and licenses, click the I accept button and click Next. On this screen, go ahead and leave it to the default and click Finish. I am now on slide 12. So go ahead down here in the servers, make sure you've highlighted the server we just installed. Over here, click the Start the Server button. We're going to go ahead and make sure the Add Basic User Registry is selected. And go ahead and enter a key store password. And for a username and password, we're going to just make them demo. Then click OK. Now when you see the default server is ready to run a Smarter Planet, then the server is now running successfully. And you can go back here and see that it started. Okay, now we're on slide 14. We're going to install the IBM Bluemix Eclipse plugin. The Bluemix plugin is built on Cloud Foundry APIs to enable easy management and deployment of applications to Bluemix through Eclipse. Let's get started. So first you want to go to the Eclipse Marketplace. I've got this up already. The address is https://marketplace.eclipse.org/content/IBM-eclipse-tools-bluemix. We're going to do what we did before. Grab this install button and drag it over to Eclipse. Once you see the Eclipse Market dialog, go ahead and click Confirm. If you agree to the licenses and terms, click the I accept and click Finish. Restart Eclipse when it's done. Alright, my Eclipse is restarted and I'm now at the welcome page. I'm going to go ahead and close the welcome page. Now I'm on slide 15. Let's configure IBM Bluemix server. Right click down here in the servers view and let's say new server again. Now in the new server dialog, select IBM Bluemix. Go ahead and click Next. Here you're going to enter in your Bluemix credentials. Select the URL to represent your Bluemix region. Go ahead and validate your account. Now we know it's successful, so go ahead and click Next. Now select the space that you're going to use and go ahead and click Finish. When it's been successful, you should see down here, started and synchronized. At that point, you know it's successful. I'm now on slide 17. Now we're going to clone and import a project from GitHub. So GitHub is a source control management repository where you can manage project source code through the Eclipse Git client plugin. You will learn how to check out a project from GitHub in Eclipse. Let's get started. In Eclipse, let's choose File, Import. You're going to look for Git, and in Git you're going to see Projects from Git. Click Next. Now we're going to clone a URI because this project's already out on GitHub. So select clone URI and hit next. Now this is where you're going to want to put in the URI on GitHub. So this is https://github.com/IBM ECOD/Java plays-rest-basic.git. As you can see, I already have it in here. So I'm going to select that. I'm just going to fill in your host repository path for you. Go ahead and click Next. Make sure you have the master branch selected. Then click Next. And here we're just going to accept the default values. Click Next. Here we're going to select Import Existing Eclipse Projects and click Next. Go ahead and keep the default values and click Finish. Now you can see this project has been added and it's already been cloned from GitHub. Alright, as you can see, we've got some compilation errors here. We want to make sure that these are all corrected. I'm on slide 20 now. So first of all, let's right click on the project. We're going to go to Build Path, Configure Build Path. And in the libraries, you can see the JRE is incorrect here. So let's click Edit and select your default JRE. Click Finish. OK, and that's going to recompile it with the new JRE. As you can see here, now I have no errors. Alright, now that our errors are cleaned up, we're going to actually deploy this to the WAS Liberty server. I'm in slide 22. So right click on the project, click Run As, and choose Run on Server. Up here we're going to make sure you have Choose an Existing Server checked. And we're not going to do IBM Bluemix yet, we're going to do WAS Liberty server. So highlight that and click Finish. When it's done, down here it tells you the progress, but up here it's going to open up a web page and show you hello from your local server. So that was successful. Right, I'm now on slide 24. We're now going to test this application in Postman. So before we do, copy this URL so you have a copy of your local host URL. Open Postman. I have Postman here. Now go ahead and paste the URL and append to it API/service/login. We're going to want to go to the HTTP mode here and change it from get to post. We're going to want to go to the body tab and go ahead and click raw, and let's enter the user ID and password. So this is JSON here in the raw, so it's going to look like this. User ID is admin, and the password is going to be password. Now this is on step 5 of slide 25 if you need to get the details. Alright, once you have that, go ahead and click send. Alright, down here it says success. That means it successfully logged into our server. Alright, now let's do the same thing on Bluemix. Let's deploy this application to Bluemix, which is a remote WAS Liberty server. So I'm on slide 27. So in Eclipse, we're going to now right click the project again and select Run As, Run on Server. We're going to select Choose an Existing Server. We're going to select Bluemix. Go ahead and click Finish. Here you're going to want to select a unique name. To make mine unique, I'm just going to add a -KA for my initials and 106. When you're done with that, click Finish. After the deploy has been successful, another web page should open up, and it should be that URL on mybluemix.net, and it should say hello. This shows we have successfully deployed it to Bluemix. Okay, now that we have this running in Bluemix, let's go ahead and test it with Postman. Again, make a copy of that URL. It's just easier for me. Open up Postman. We're going to do the exact same thing. Now we're going to use API/service/login again. So I'm going to just paste that URL I copied here. Oops, make sure there's not an extra one. Okay, now everything else should be the same. It should be HTTP mode post. We should have our body and raw data set to user ID of admin and password set to password. All right, go ahead and click send. And there it was, successful. Now, I'm on slide 31. Let's do a little bit different test. Instead of login, change this to search tips. Now, we're going to change this. We're already logged in, so we're going to change the JSON raw data to be question. And we want the question to be about depression. Go ahead and click send. And if it was successful, you should see some detailed data about depression.
Okay, let's recap. So in the session, we installed Postman. We used Postman to help build, test, and document our APIs faster. We also installed and configured our WAS Liberty Eclipse plugin. We installed and configured our IBM Bluemix Eclipse plugin. We cloned a project from GitHub. We deployed the imported project to WAS Liberty server and tested with Postman. And we deployed the application remotely to Bluemix and tested with Postman. That's the end of this lab.